Shit.
Armed bandits shot down a Nigerian Air Force Alpha jet aircraft after intense gunfire between operatives of the military in Zamfara State. The pilot of the fighter jet, Flight Lieutenant Abayomi Dairo, managed to escape before the plane crashed. In an interactive session on Monday, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Irabo, confirmed the incident, saying that a military jet crashed in the northwest, but the pilot survived the crash. The Nigerian Air Force Director of Public Relations and Information, Edward Kabwet, had earlier confirmed the crash in a statement on Monday. He said the pilot was returning from a successful air interdiction mission between the boundaries of Zamfara and Kaduna states when the aircraft came under attack and crashed. Kabwet narrated that Dairo escaped when he ejected from the aircraft before it crashed, adding that when he landed, the armed bandits gave him a hot chase. Also, he said the pilot has been flown to an undisclosed hospital for proper treatment. He said on July 18, 2021, around 12:45 p.m., a Nigerian Air Force Alpha jet aircraft returning from a successful air interdiction mission between the boundaries of Zamfara and Kaduna states came under intense enemy fire, which led to its crash in Zamfara State. Luckily, the gallant pilot of the aircraft, Flight Lieutenant Abayomi Dairo, successfully ejected from the aircraft. Using his survival instincts, the pilot, who came under intense ground fire from the bandits, was able to evade them and sought refuge in nearby settlements awaiting sunset. Using the cover of darkness and his phone set for navigation, Flight Lieutenant Dairo was able to elude several bandit strongholds and maneuvered his way to a Nigerian Army unit, where he was finally rescued. It is instructive to note that upon receipt of the news of the crash, the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Oladayo Amao, had directed that all efforts must be emplaced to rescue the pilot. He added that it is gladdening to note that while in hiding, Flight Lieutenant Dairo confirmed that the presence of NAV aircraft within the vicinity of the crash site helped in scaring the bandits who were after him, thus enabling him to find refuge and escape to a safe location. It is important to also recall that only recently the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, had directed the Armed Forces of Nigeria to do all it takes to flush out criminal elements in Katsina, Zamfara, and Kaduna states. It is in fulfillment of this directive that the NAF, in conjunction with surface forces, has in the last 2 weeks mounted intensive day and night air interdiction operations against bandits and their hideouts, especially in these 3 states. Through these intensive air operations, hundreds of bandits have been neutralized and several of their hideouts destroyed. Despite the setback of yesterday's crash, the NAF remains committed to fulfilling Mr. President's mandate as well as other constitutional roles assigned to it. The willingness, readiness, and tested ability of the NAF remains unshaken and unwavering as it continues to carry out its assigned roles.